We come from fire, living in the fire, go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water, go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living on the mountain, go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Oh, so is life, ah, so is life. Oh, so is life, ah, so is life. Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life. Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life. Water makes the river wash the mountain. Fire make the sunlight turn the world around. Heart is of the river, body is the mountain, spirit is the sunlight turn the world around. We are of the spirit, truly of the spirit, only can the spirit turn the world around. We are of the spirit, truly of the spirit, only can the spirit turn the world around. Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life. Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life. Let's do that again. Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life. Oh, so is life, Abatiwa. So is life.
Oh, thank you. God, that was good. Sure you don't want to hang around? Excuse me, getting a little kind of scratch in my throat there. So, didn't we have fun last night?
Yes.
Wow, oh my God, it was so, I want to do that every week, right? Dance, dance, dance. How blessed we are to have two incredible musicians back to back. I mean, we are so truly blessed. So, let's open it up with a little meditation. Just turn within. Just taking a deep breath and breathe in that presence of joy and breathe out love. Knowing that we are all one in this great universe and that we're here every Sunday to be spiritually filled with laughter and joy and a message and music, breaking bread with friends, meeting new people, new faces, and knowing that they are here truly have been led by the Spirit of God, because we are a place of love. We reach out into the community and support the people around and know that with each day, it's a new grand baby day. So we set aside everything or anything that interfered with our life from yesterday, moving into the present, and knowing that the future is incredibly awesome. So breathing in that joy of love, I give great thanks. I give thanks for the love and the companionship that is growing within the center. And as we move forward into the new year and into the holidays, come from that place of peace and joy. Give somebody a hug. Send them a card. Pick up the telephone. Tell them you love them. So as I release my word into the universe, I know that we are all one. We are all the teachers and the messengers of life. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Do we have, I don't think we have any newcomers today, right? I didn't mention any birthdays last month or this month, so anybody have birthdays in November and December? Hey, whoa. We do a little happy birthday?
Yeah.
Just-
On the spot?
Yeah, on the spot. Just a little happy birthday to you.
Sure.
Okay, that was a surprise, he wasn't expecting it. That's what makes it fun, when you get caught on the spot, you never know.
All right. Yes. No. Yes.
We can only do like 2 verses.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Maurice? No? You can do the statement, but you don't need this one. Where?
It's up there.
We are a welcoming community.
Supporting our mutual quest for spiritual truth. There is one presence and one power, active in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent.
So we perform the ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people in all faiths, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamentally, to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thoughts and experience, which we honor here today. This is lighting the flame, calling to service. So as Maurice lights the candle for the Tao, the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practice of all Indo's native people, the way of primary spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the 5th candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the 4th noble truths in the path of compassion, wisdom, and kindness. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the 7th candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God to the highest calling. We light the 8th candle for the universal religion of the Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the next candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal principles. We light the 10th candle for all who are yet unaware of the power and presence of spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them at the center, and for all those religious unnamed in this ceremony. And as Maurice lights the Christ healing candle, it is lit. Please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal light. And now, Aaron.
This is a Beatles song. They recorded it and never released it. When they were at the ashram. The Beatles ashram, they call it now. George Harrison wrote this about Dehradun, which is a city of pilgrimage. So this is a song about pilgrimage, the journey we all take to our own spirit, wherever it leads us, to Dehradun or to wherever else. Sing that, sing along with me. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Many roads can take you there, many different ways. One direction takes you years, another takes you days. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Many people on the roads, looking at the sights. Many others with their troubles, looking for their rights. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. See them move along the road in search of life divine. Beggars in a gold mine. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Many roads can take you there, many different ways. One direction takes you years, another takes you days. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. One more time. Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun, Dehradun, Dun, Dehradun. Will you come closer to the man?
I wasn't asleep. Today's, excuse me. Over here, now I have to light it. No, that- There's no blower of anything here, folks. I don't get it.
Try it, it might be on here.
I can't. There's no power coming. Am I right? Now it's power. Now it has, it has all the colored lights here. Another one, another aspect of the Advent season is focusing on love, and that's what Daily Word is doing today. I immerse myself in God's love. God's love is a gift that each member of the human race shares. It is the love that binds us together and gives us the ability to create harmony in our world. When we make the decision to think, feel, and act lovingly, we live as the love that we are, and the love between us blossoms and grows. Today I immerse myself in the awareness of God's love within me. My heart overflows with a renewed and growing awareness of this love that created and sustains me. I am motivated to give of myself in service to others. I release old resentments and offer forgiveness to others. And offer forgiveness to those who have hurt me. I smile and share my joy. I embrace oneness with God and harmony with all people. From 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. And the greatest of these is love. God bless us.
There's a gentleman named Rami Assam who, during the Egyptian Revolution, stood on the front lines armed with a guitar. And he would rally people of different backgrounds, different languages, different cultures, different interests together around the cause of freedom and peace in Egypt. He said music is a weapon of peace. So that was the origin of this song.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Music is older than words, and it's thicker than blood, and it's stronger than fear. So I keep playing the strings of my heart, hoping that somebody will hear. I'm playing it loud cause the fate of the world is balanced on the edge of a knife. All I have is my voice to cut through the noise. That is where my power lies. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Everybody wants to be heard, but no one's in a hurry to understand. We scream and we fight with all of our might instead of letting each other in. I see hope in the sunrise and the promise of another day where I can stand on the front lines with my brothers and sisters united in the face of hate. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. And if we change hearts, we can change minds. And if we change minds, we can change the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world.
Thank you very much. Oh my God, that was beautiful. You're a keeper. So we're blessed today to have this incredible, amazing man that has graciously is blessing us with his wisdom and love and his joy. And I asked him, and he said, yes, I would love to assist you in that. So thank you, Marty. So today the talk is about joy, as we had a little conversation. So kind of share with me what's going on with you and put the mic up.
Yeah, for the last several days, I've given some serious thought to the whole concept of joy. joy. And as many of you know me, you know that I do a lot of writing. And so I wrote a few notes to myself that I'd like to just share with you in that regard. I say here, it's easy to experience joy when we get a raise in pay on our job, or get a new car, or watch our favorite sports team win a game, or listen to our favorite music, just to mention a few. But the thing that should bring us the most fulfilling and satisfying joy is spirit. Spirit. That is, the Christ Spirit that's within us. Think of it this way. The joy of spirit is part of our essential nature. And when we choose to let joyful spirit be expressed in our thoughts and actions, we can do that. We can choose to let joyful spirit be expressed in our thoughts and actions. So, as we become more conscious of spirit within us, it helps us live more joyfully. As we become more conscious of spirit within us, it helps us live more joyfully. And lastly, I'd like to, we all know Leo Brody. You know, he comes and plays his music with us. And he has a CD, and the fifth selection of the CD is called Spirit Within. And I'd like to just share just some of the first words of that song, Spirit Within. It really got me. It says, "Grateful, joyful, heart full of love, I am so grateful to you, overflowing with what life's made of. Thank you, sweet spirit in me." Thank you, sweet spirit in me. It's a song from Leo Brody.
You just did my whole talk.
I'll read the affirmation. I give abundant thanks to the infinite spirit from which I am created. I surrender into love and know that gratitude is the blessing that enriches all of life.
Together.
Okay.
I give abundant
Thanks to the infinite spirit from which I am created. I surrender into love and know that gratitude is the blessing that enriches all of us.
Life. You're on.
I'll ask you to sing along.
There, hi. I'll ask you to sing along with me on the chorus. Sail on, the river is waiting. Sail on.
The river is waiting, come rise up, rise up, rise up. A new day is dawning, come rise up, rise up, rise up. We'll be sailing at first light, come gather, gather, gather. Set a course for the crossing, together, together. Together, sail on, sail on. The river is waiting. Sail on, sail on, sail on. The river is waiting. Sail on. The river is waiting. I'm ready, ready, ready to slip from this island. I'm ready, ready, ready. Gonna leave all my sorrows behind me, behind me, behind me. Lift my face to the new day that's rising, rising, rising. rise up, rise up. A new day's dawning, come rise up, rise up, rise up. We'll be sailing the first light, come gather, gather, gather. Set a cross for the crossing, together, together, together. Sail on, sail on. The river is waiting. Sail on, sail on, sail on. The river is waiting. Sail on. One more time. Sail on, sail on. The river is waiting. Sail on, sail on. Oh my, 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 my. Sail on.
Thanks for singing.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful. So now's the time to turn within to go to our silent meditation. So just take a deep breath and just breathe in that precious air of life. And just know that we are here by divine appointment, that each one sitting here is in their perfect spot. So as I turn within, I go within to be connected with that infinite divine. Just breathing in. Take a deep breath. So thank you, higher power, for this moment of peace, of silence, of the love, of the incredible essence that we call God, the divine being, Christ consciousness, God, Jesus, Big Daddy, whatever you call your God. Say thank you. Thank you for this time. I know that it is so. And we say amen. So about 3 o'clock this morning, I woke up wide awake, and I was like, oh, going over the talk, and probably did 3 or 4 talks in my mind between 3 and 6 this morning. But what came to me when I first originally started this was a little story about Bert and Peggy. You know, they've been married for many, many years. And there was occasions where Bert would call his wife and she wouldn't answer him, and he thought, maybe she's having a hearing problem. So he called the local doctor and he said, what can I do? He said, you know, I don't want to embarrass Peggy, I don't want to get mad at me, but I think that she's got a hearing problem. And so he turned around, the doctor said, well, I can tell you what to do. He says, well, you won't offend her. He said, be about 40 feet away, and he said, in your normal voice, call to Peggy and ask her a question. So he was home that night in the living room, in the den, watching TV, and his wife was in the kitchen. And so he thought, this is a good time. He said, hey, Peg, what's for dinner? No response. So he goes 20 feet. Hey, Peg, what you cooking tonight, honey? No response. So he goes another 10 feet, calls her again. Sweetheart, what are you cooking? It smells so good. No response. He goes 5 feet. Honey, Are you cooking dinner? Nothing. Gets right up behind him and he said, Peggy, what are you making for dinner? And she said, Bert, 5 times I've been telling you right along. I'm cooking chicken. Oh, I love that. So who has that hearing problem? You know, I like a little laughter. I think Sunday morning kind of breaks that, you know, that little stiffness and, you know, what is she going to say, or what music is going to happen, or what am I going to hear today? So if you don't like them, let me know. I won't do them every Sunday, just on occasion.
I like it.
But I think laughter is good for the soul. I really do, because when we can laugh, we live longer. Because we let everything decay, you know, the care of the world and what's going on. It doesn't matter when we're laughing. I think they say we're supposed to laugh at least 5 times a day at something, you know, or watch something on TV that's funny. So please remember that. So the message today is about joy. It's a message from God. It's saying that, you know, when you wake up in the morning, that's joy. That's pure joy to say, hey, wow, I've got another day to live. And another moment to enjoy life in a greater way. It makes a difference in your heart, your mind, your soul, to be inspired and to remember joy. Because when we can come from joy, we forget about all the stuff in the universe, right? We forget about what's going on. Because when you're so full of joy, you're lifting your spirit, that Christ consciousness that's within all of us. And it gives us peace and love and, you know, just being so happy about life. Because sometimes we get tied up in all the stuff that's going on in the news and what's going on in the government. Let them take care of it. All we need to do is just take care of ourselves and, you know, love who we came here to be. Look in that mirror every day and say, you're hot stuff. I love you. You're looking good. You know, don't look at all the flaws or, you know, the things that sometimes body starts breaking down. Just send love and healing to that area and know that, you know, there's joy that lives within all of us. So it is a great, incredible essence to when we can feel that alive within ourselves. And which reminded me to a story that I'm going to kind of share with you today. Has there anybody ever been over to New Zealand? No? Ah, good, then you might relate to this. Years and years ago, my sister went bungee jumping, and I was younger then, and I went, wow, that looked like so much fun, you know, maybe someday I'll get to do that. Well, when I was down at Agape, we were going on to the World Parliament of World Religion, where all the world leaders were coming together and we were praying for peace. So I said, I want to go. So Agape, Michael Beckwith's church, was going. So I signed up and paid my money and so forth. And we're in New Zealand, and my God, if you've ever wanted to see the most glorious place on earth that God created, New Zealand is it. We were on a bus and we were driving, and I thought, gee, I wonder if we're going to be near any place where they might bungee jump. Maybe I might want to go see what it's all about. So I went up to the driver when we stopped at a rest area, and I said, are we going to be anywhere near a place where I can maybe see the bungee jump? And the driver said, that's possible. Yeah, we can detour a little bit. So he got back on the bus and he asked everybody on the bus, he said, hey, Reverend Linda would like to detour a little bit, 25 miles, and go, look at the bungee jump. Is it okay? And they all went, yay, yeah, well, we want to do that. So we were on the bus, this young girl that was with me, and she said, oh my God. She said, what's it like? And I said, I don't know. My sister said it's something I need to do before I drop dead. So I said, I'm new, I don't know. So anyway, we got there, and there was about 25 on the bus. And we get off, and the girl's pulling at me, and she's saying, come on, Reverend Linda, come on, Reverend Linda. And I thought, oh, okay, why not? So we went in, and they had all these things for sale and stuff like that. So I said, okay. So I had to sign all this release form. And I thought, why do I have to sign so many release forms? And they said, oh, it's our protection. And I thought, oh, okay. Does that mean if I drop dead on the swing that, that they're not responsible? I mean, all these things started to go through my mind. So I went out and they got me out there and said, okay, wait in here and they'll call you. And I'm watching different ones get up and, and there's just going like this and that. I thought, oh, I don't know if I could do that. And I didn't realize how high and how the water was down here. And I'm like, oh my God. So I get out there and they put me on this plank and they start tying my feet. Well, I don't like to be tied up. I don't like that at all. And I thought, oh God, what am I doing? And I'm shuffling to the end, and I looked down, and I went, oh God. I didn't say, oh God, but oh God. I was like, oh, I can't do this. And the guy behind me says, honey, you have to do this. He says, well, there's a camera that's going to take a picture, and look at all those people rooting you on. And I was like, I don't know. Can you push me? And he said, no, we're not going to push you. He says, you just got to go and you jump. And I thought, oh my God, and here I am. I've got jeans on and I got shoes on. And I got a blouse that can fly over my head and I'm stuffing my blouse in my pants. And the guy's laughing at me. He said, well, you should have done that before. I said, oh, I didn't realize. I said that my blouse might go up and everybody will see Mother Nature. So he said that. He says, no, honey, just go to the end. He said, look straight ahead. Don't look down. Look straight ahead and go for it. And I thought, okay, all right, God, I can either have a heart attack, I can have an accident, I can drop dead, I don't know what's going to happen, or my troop might fly up. I said, but all right, and I get a little closer, I put my arms out, and I dove. And I'm going up and down, I hit the water, and I'm going up and down, and up, and I'm thinking, is this thing ever going to stop? And finally it stops. They they untied me, took me over to the boat. Then they get off, and I'm looking at 50 stairs, and by now I have I had all the waters out of my mouth because swinging, it takes everything out of you. And I thought, I'll probably drop dead getting up those damn stairs. And I get all the way up there. They had a bottled water for me, and they said, you have to go in and sign out that you jump. And did I not know, because I was a senior citizen, I didn't have to pay for it. They gave me a CD, they gave me a t-shirt, and they gave me the pictures of it. And I was like, whoa! So being a senior makes a good thing. But that was the joy that I got from that receiving. So if you've never ever experienced something that is beyond your imagination, do it. Because it's like becoming one with Spirit. I felt like I just flew into God's arms when I jumped. And it was such a joy. And so not only being with spiritual beings at the World Religions like Ricky Byers and Roger Taylor, Mary Morris, and Dalai Lama, and so many incredible leaders, spiritual leaders from all over the world. Just being in their presence was pure joy, pure joy. Because it was something that I had never thought. You put it out there and you say, someday I'm going to do this. And that someday shows up. And you get so incredibly, I'm just excited just thinking about what I experienced on that day, that it just takes your breath away, and you'll hear many stories of things and adventures that I've done. I've jumped out of an airplane. That's a whole other sermon. But there's things that, that when you put it out, I don't know, some people have a bucket list and they say, okay, and they start checking it off. I have friends that do that, and I said, don't put a bucket list out there. Just tell God what you want, and God opens the door. I said, he always takes care of us, right? And she said, well, I never thought about that. She said, and she threw the bucket list away. And I said, God knows what you want to do. So live, make sure that you live your joy and always do the things that you want to do in your lifetime. Because that's important. It's important. Because we never know when we will take our last breath. We never know when things are gonna end for us. I mean, that's an eternal thing. We bond, we live, and we die. We're all evolving with energy and experiences that we're all here for a purpose. And some of us do it in greater ways than others. So in the way of the teaching, what the amazing thing was that poor joy that I got out of that whole experience, not only being on the bus, being with Michael and spiritual leaders. I learned so much, and I learned so much about there's so many different ways that people pray. There's so many different ways that people recognize the higher power within them. And what's amazing when you have 100 spiritual leaders in your presence and you're connected and there's so much love and joy and peace, because that's basically what we're there for. The experience of meeting other great leaders, it's beyond anybody's imagination, because the energy in the room is incredible. And there were probably 2,000 to 3,000 of us total from all over the world. So if you ever want to go on an excursion with a church, a mega church, it'll bless your soul. And there's plenty of opportunities to experience that. Through the next coming week, as Christmas is around the corner, we'll be going to Hollywood, parties, like I said, Hollywood parties, and being with friends and cooking and, Christmas caroling. I don't know if you guys, do that. I know Mary Ellen sings in a chorus, and she's been blessing a lot of different churches and stuff with, 300 other people? Oh, you sang to 300 people.
Probably sang to them.
Yeah. Well, 300, that's a nice chorus. It's a good point to put out there, right, to have it grow and grow. But, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself this holiday season. And, the opposite is true sometimes. There's a lot of traffic and stuff like that, and, the people get rushing and stuff, but let them run, let them go in front of you. Bless them to have a joyous day. Sometimes when you're out shopping, people get, they get that little crankiness. Just love them. Have a good day. You create who you are and you take yourself with you all the time. So always remember that when we come from joy, we come from love. It's like any muscle that grows strong with repeating use. The more you give thanks, the easier it is to find things to be grateful for, because it becomes a habit. I gave you that gratitude journal here not too long ago. I do that every day. Every day I'm writing. I get up in the morning, do my meditation, and I'm journaling sometimes at night. Just to be thankful for the little things, because the more you are, your whole body, your imagination, your mind just, the world can be crumbling over here, and you go, oh, that's fine. You don't really dive into what's happening over there. You remember who you are, because we come from that Christ consciousness. So in the circumstances, maybe you see a little kid singing. I walked in the market yesterday. There was a Santa Claus and a little elf. I was shocked, and I was like, oh my God, and I thought, where's my camera? I want to take a picture of him. And I left my phone. I called my camera. I left that at home. But those are the things little things like that make a big difference and can really touch your soul in a great way. Bring laughter to you and bring love. So sometimes just kind of, how can I say it? Sometimes just remembering that wherever you go, you take your Christ consciousness with you. So when you can come from that place of remembering how great you are, what an incredible individual you are, and that love that who you are shines brighter every single day. That smile, just looking at a stranger, just smiling at them. Maybe that smile will help them have an easier day. So it's most important. So from the Bible it says, I have indeed received much joy and encouragement from your love, because the hearts of the saints have been refreshed through you. Powerful. So when we have 15 Christmas sweaters and jingle bell jewelry or more subdued way of walking through the season, we can bring that gift of joy. If you're feeling little or no joy, consider asking God for help. That's an easy thing, but sometimes we forget, right? We forget. So today, grant me moments of joy, even joy in challenging times. A pleasant memory of acts of loving kindness can invoke quiet, internal joy. By asking, we open our awareness to the joy around and within us. And if you feel boundless joy and wish the holiday lasts longer, speak your joy. Ask, show me ways to be of joy. So I have 6 little things to leave you with. To seek joy, here are a few. Listen to what is around you. The bell tower, the carols, the positive words, and toddlers. Lisping, and singing, and carrying joy. Watch for acts of loving kindness. Give thanks. Keep a journal. Thank your higher power for who you are and who you came to be. Appreciate beauty beyond stars, etched patterns across the night sky. Feel the vast well-being of the universe. The sun rising in the morning, blessing us for another beautiful day. Send a card to someone you have not seen or spoke to in a long time, or a stranger, just saying hello in an elevator. Have a good day. You just might make their day. And to spread joy, lighten a load, listen with love, and make a difference. Anticipate opportunities to beam a smile, whisper a blessing, and encourage another person. Grant yourself quiet times of prayer and meditation. May you find and spread joy in this holiday season, this always new year that's coming around the corner. Let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing of joy. Psalm 5:11. Let me leave you with this thought for today. Today I will seek and spread joy. Say that. Today I will seek and spread joy. You are the gift. Pass it on to somebody else. And remember, you are amazing everywhere you go. You shine that light of joy. So I really appreciate you all being here today, and always remember, love only, forgive everything, and remember who you are. Namaste. Shalom.
Everybody's painting a picture with every decision you make. Your life is a thing of such beauty, but all you notice are regrets and mistakes. You're a canvas full of colors bleeding into one another, yet you see yourself in monochrome. Just step back and let it hit you. You can see the bigger picture. All the details come together on their own. You're already so much more than you can see. You're a poem, you're a rhythm, you're a melody. You're the answer to eternal mysteries. You're a prophet, you're a dreamer, you're a visionary. When life has pulled you under, you're silenced by the thunder. Just dance beneath the pouring rain. And then living makes it hard for you to breathe. Just remember every moment. Everybody's searching for something. It doesn't mean that anyone's lost. Can't you see that everyone's hurting? It's a feeling shared by all of us. You're a canvas full of colors bleeding into one another to remind us that we're not alone. Just step back and let it hit you. You can see the bigger picture. All the details come together on their own. We're already so much more than we can see. We are poems, we are rhythms, we are melodies. We're the answer to eternal mysteries. We are prophets, we are dreamers, we are visionaries. When life has pulled us under, we're silenced by the thunder. We dance beneath the pouring rain. And when living makes it hard for us to breathe, just remember every moment we're a masterpiece. We're all pictures in a gallery, hanging just like stars in the galaxy. We shine into infinity. You're already so much more than you can see. You're a poem, you're a rhythm, you're a melody. You're the answer to eternal mysteries. You're a prophet, you're a dreamer, you're a visionary. When life has pulled you under, you're silenced by the thunder to dance beneath the pouring rain. And when living makes it hard for you to breathe, just remember every moment you're a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece.
This is the time for our offering. So if you take your contribution and maybe place it over your heart and repeat after me. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. Girls. I am so grateful for all that I have. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Would you all put your hands forward so we can bless the offering of the day? So thank you, Father, Mother God, for this great contribution that everyone that has contributed to this center, knowing that as we give, we receive back tenfold over, and we grow this center in a grand way. For in that, I am so truly thankful for each and every one that shows up every Sunday, all of our volunteers, and everyone that comes from that place of love and joy and peace with wisdom. Thank you, Father, Mother God. Amen. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we have our announcements, I believe. I can't read all that. But we have the circulation joining the dance. This is a workshop that I will be doing on January 12th through February 16th, noon to 1:30. Material fees are $20. Wow. It's going to be a workshop on prosperity, so it'll be something that if you want to grow financially and you want to learn how to really embody the true essence of the blessings that God gives us, so we're going with the $20 will cover my cost to print everything up. Next one. Course in Miracles naturally is on Thursday night at 7 o'clock here in the center. I attended last week and it was absolutely breathtaking. There's some powerful people that are in that class. They really know the
We got
teaching.
new books. I
Awesome.
got some new course books.
Good, I need one.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have the original
I don't
one.
think I have, okay. I'll have them Thursday, but I'll-
Okay, all right. Prayer chaplains are here to pray with you after service and during the week by appointment. And I think you all know who they are right now, seeing who's in the room. So please utilize them if you're in need of a prayer today. They are here to serve you. Okay, we have another couple that are not here. We have our potluck exchange coming up on the 22nd. It's a holiday potluck and a white elephant gift exchange. The gift exchange is $20, a gift of at least $20. And you'll get a ticket and you'll have a chance to go to, what? A limit of $20. Oh, you mean if I want to spend $100 and give a gift, I can?
Only if you're doing it to me.
Oh, okay.
Is it 20 or 10?
Because I thought it was a white elephant.
And then January 5th, we're having a water releasing ceremony. It's just like the same as thank you. But it's a way of releasing all the things that you're hanging on to and things that have manifest that maybe you've dragged up from the past that keep showing up in your life. It's a way of giving. There'll be slips that'll be in your Sunday bulletin. You'll write down what you want to let go of, what you want to release, and you'll have the opportunity to come up and place it in the bowl. Instead of fire, it's placed in water and it dissolves. It's amazing paper. I've used
When
it
is that?
before. That'll be on the 5th of January.
Reverend Linda,
Yes.
Cindy chimed in.
So
It's-
Cindy just texted, she's watching online. A white elephant exchange has a maximum value of $10.
Okay, $10.
Hi,
Thank you, Cindy.
Hi,
Thank you,
Cindy.
Cindy. And the snow. Let's see, and January 6th, January 12th, we'll be doing the 6-week prosperity class. And then envisioning on Thursday, January 9th, will be upstairs with me in the classroom upstairs. And the Course of Miracle will be downstairs. So you can't go to both, so you've got to pick and choose. Okay, I think that's it, that I can remember everything. So let's stand and do our peace song, and you can stand where you are, hold the person's hand next to you.
Nice.
Oh, okay, you got a little thing. Okay, Mark, hit it. Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other